And here we are on the bottom left in the red, representing B100. It's Vanya. Did something break? I don't know. But here we are in the upper right in the blue, representing Team Exxon. It's MaxPax. Okay, audio is being dumb. Okay, we're going to restart this. And we're going to start it back up. And hopefully it works next time. I don't know what happened with that, but here we go. Yes, it is Vanya MaxPax. And hey, you know what? I was talking about this. Said, hey, you know what? I cast these guys on Sunday in the Pizza Pie. And if you're interested in that, that's on trovo.live/Bailmolf. The VODs are there. It's kind of hard to extract VODs from Trovo, unfortunately. But anyway, if you're interested, well, MaxPax did this to Vanya for like 3 straight games, and he won the series with it. But this, of course, is a 12 pool from Vanya, because Vanya, he doesn't take this line down. He says, look, you can't rush me like so many times in the last series. I'm not going to let you get away with that. No. But here's one of the things. It's turning into a Forge Fast Expand, and when your opponent 12 pool, you just kind of drop a cannon down, and it's a lot less commitment needed to be able to take your natural safely than otherwise, because a cannon is, what, 75 minerals, Zealot's 100 minerals each, and you need 2 of them. Yeah. Now, you do need to make sure that you finish the wall, and that now the probe is going to be there to make sure that happens, but this cannon will absolutely get up with impunity, and yeah, okay, the probe does die. But oh, there's a proxy pylon here. MaxPax, what are you going to put down? A proxy Stargate on the way. It's getting crazy, boys and girls. Buckle it, boys, or guys, gals, non-binary pals. Buckle up, because this is MaxPax playing. Now, I do want to see this probe does need to go to the high ground, or I would like to see MaxPax take a high ground here, because this is a fake high ground position. You can get vision of the Overlord, but of course the Zerglings, they're gonna. Oh, the Zerglings will get in, and that is unfortunate. Of course, they just push the. They push the probe forward, and now MaxPax is going to have to do a little bit of micro. But he really shouldn't lose anything. It's only 4 Zerglings, and, well, MaxPax is a pro player. Should be a-okay. But it's still not great. Still not what you want. It is, of course, forcing APM. Can force you to make mistakes elsewhere, but the proxy Stargate is done. Zerglings, they're just looking for what they can. Oh, nice surround there from the probes. And one will go down, and still not a single probe has died. Spam rack attacks to help MaxPax. That is a new one. I don't think I've seen that one before. All right, so the Stargate is done. We do have a, it's going to be an Oracle chronoed in. And this is, Vanya's got to be a little bit surprised here. He's like, look, I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere. I have seen every part of your base, and I see I see A, there's a pylon missing. But B, I see that there is like no tag visible anywhere. All right, so now, yeah, the Overlord goes down. And now, just now, are these Zerglings going to find this proxy thing? But hey, the Oracle's already out. I don't think we're going to see a second, but the nice thing, well, actually, this Oracle's going to be forced back. We'll be forced to defend this. And then we go see a second Stargate on the way. And it looks like my dear friend MaxPax, or Vanya, one of the two of them, they did not use Game Heart. So I apologize for that. Not much I can do about things. But hey, so it goes. Second Oracle on the way here. Oracle's not going to be particularly fast, but there are no spores for the moment. Well, there's one spore in the main. And Vanya's only just now getting his 3rd base, so absolutely a-okay. This is actually a great situation for MaxPax. He took no damage. Yeah, he had to micro his drones a little, but I mean, look, I can't show you because income graphs are a Game Heart feature. But anyway, he's been absolutely fine. He's sitting here, even with the Zerg economy, chronoing out all the workers he would like. He's got his tech on the way. He was not forced to fully wall in, so the Forge can be there, which means he can get upgrades as fast as he would like. I mean, he's not going to get them for a bit, but as fast as he would like. And everything else. I mean, it's a good time. Now we do a couple of depths. They're going to shade around, try to get some damage done into the natural, maybe. As the Oracles run on into the main base, a couple workers will go down. How many is that? Looks like he got 3 workers because I believe he killed 1 drone elsewhere. So 3 or 4 workers do go down. And I mean, the point of these, yes, they want to kill workers, absolutely. But as long as they stay alive, they're getting what they want. Now the depths will go in, they will go out. Queens are the indomitable defenders of the Zerg homeland. And now the Oracles are going to get on top of this once again. Nice move there. But 2 more workers go down. Oh, MaxPax. MaxPax. Fortunately, he misclicked. He should have had at least one more drone there, maybe even two, but he instead only did half damage to each. Oracles are going to go on in, and behind this we have a Glaive and a Dark Shrine. So this is kind of an iteration on what I call, or at least what I know of as the stats build, where you go Stargate, and then you go on into Glaives behind it. You get move across the map with like 8 to 12 Glaive Adepts, and you catch the Zerg sleeping because they're trying to drone up that third base. But this is not what Vanya's doing in the slightest. We have a bunch of queens there marching their way across the map, bunch of roaches as well, but that's what this is for. The Dark Shrine should be done at some point by the time that this attack hits, not at the start of the attack, but as the attack is going on in full swing. Once, say, the shield battery overcharge is done, for example, this the Dark Shrine should be done, and we do not have a lair, I don't believe. There is no lair, which means, well, Dark Templar, they are a free defense. Now, Vanya will probably lose his third base, or MaxPax will probably lose this third base, but I mean, he's honestly, he's probably okay with that. As well, this is a committed all in. There is no third base here. Or Vanya has not drawn his third base. Not really. He's sitting at 42 workers. And now we have the DTs warped in. MaxPax, he's not even going to lose his third. Now the army is going to try to go through, and the wall will go down, but the DTs can absolutely plug that. And yes, the oracles are out of energy, and yes, the queens can shell away at them, but defensive DTs, they are making all the difference here. And unfortunately for Vanya, he's not looking good in this game. Yeah, he's got a supply lead. The supply lead doesn't matter. DTs, oh, they're gonna take one bile to the face, but not two. And the Zerglings on the third base are gonna cause some havoc. Now the DTs will eventually be able to defend this. The question is whether the Zerglings will just be able to take it off, because there's just not enough DPS here. It looks like this third base will go down, but I mean, at what cost? 49 workers to 39. Yes, the third base does go down, but I mean, look at the resources lost here. Actually, it's closer than I thought it was. But the Dark Templar are just kind of sitting everywhere, killing off everything. Nice. Oh, this is so cool. It didn't work, but you saw the whole position there, and the attempt at boxing the Dark DT into a position so the bile could kill it. But now the DT will go down. But again, these DTs got so much done. They kept MaxPax in the game. They allowed him to. Well, they honestly almost allowed him to take a third base. If I think if the DTs hadn't moved across the map, they would have been able to hold the third, because I think there were 5 Dark Templar. But now we have Blink on the way, Immortals on the way, and, well, there's just no mining at the third base. So it looks like Vanya's his approach says, look, this is how I'm going to come back in this game. I'm going to get a Spire down, but, well, you kind of need an economy to do that. You need gas. And these Oracles are doing tremendous damage. 22 workers have now died in this game. Vanya down in supply against the Protoss player. And you don't want to be down in supply against the Protoss player. That's just kind of how it works. Not until the late game. There are rules to how this matchup works, and one of them is the Zerg, when they're building roaches, they should be building a supply gap, not allowing their opponent to build a supply gap. So now Blink is about halfway done, and with Blink at +1, I think there are no shield batteries in the main, but there's a cannon shield battery in the natural, even if it's not properly placed. But actually, did the Oracles see the Spire? They do not. So this is still hidden from the Maximus Paximus. Still hidden. And that means that Vanya can maybe get something done here. He's committing for Muta attack as well. So he's going to commit rather hard to the Mutas. All of his money is going to go into that. And I do like that a lot more than what you would normally see. So sometimes you see, oh, we're going to get 8 to 10 Mutas. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fun. And I actually notice here, Vanya says, look, I don't want this Stargate up. I don't want Phoenix to be free. I don't want them to be easy. I don't want you to have a good response to my Mutas. But of course, Blink is done. A bunch of Stalkers are on the way. Now they're going to get aggressive here. And this is not this is not an army that Vanya can fight. Not with the Archons, not with the Blink Stalkers, not with +1, or not when +1 finishes, and not with the Warp Prism there for easy reinforcement. So now we have MaxPax moving on to the 4th base. And yeah, this 4th base, I don't think the Vanya can defend this. Now, of course, there are Mutas in the main base, but the Stalkers are here. They have +1. There is Blink, so they should be blinking a little. They're not exactly doing that. Nice micro there from Vanya, but I don't really think it matters. The 4th base is now dead. Did I see? And there are DTs just everywhere, killing tons and tons of work. DTs in the 3rd base, and now we have the army. Nice force fields there for MaxPax. In between the natural and the 3rd base. His army is indomitable. His army is terrifying. He's gonna just blink on top of everything. He says, no. Dude, this game is over. Your mutas do nothing, and GG MaxPax. He's going to take game number 1. And there we have it. Game 1 going to MaxPax, as MaxPax is 1 game away from playing. Don't know yet. Neba versus Mana is still going on. We have none of our qualifying matches set yet. Are there any surprise? So it looks like Namshar forfeited in the losers bracket. Shadowin is out, so it's going to be Estrella Denver. Number 2 seed in the entire bracket. Soul 2-0 Scarlet. Where did Scarlet get knocked down to in the losers bracket? Here we go, match for game number 2. Scarlet versus Geralt in the losers bracket. That is unfortunate. Scarlet was the player that got me into StarCraft in the first place. And Geralt is one of the better players for the team that I represent. You can see my Exxon jersey here. So between the two of them, I don't know who I root for. I really don't. But Vanya MaxPax, this is going to be exciting. It's going to be Oxide. It's going to be a shorter map. It's going to be some shenanigans. I can tell you that. It's going to be a little wild to move on into game 2. And here we are in the bottom left. In the red, representing B100 once again, it's Vanya. And on the other side of the map, in the blue, up 1 game to 0, the greatest piece, it's MaxPax. So when we talk about why the Pax Romana was so peaceful for the people of the Roman Empire, it can be traced back to one thing, and one thing only. Well, technically multiple things, but the big thing was that their army was unparalleled in the ancient world. So they brought peace through violence, or in the Latin, sivi pacem para bellum. If you want peace, prepare for war. And MaxPax, well, that seems to be, he brings us peace through war. He brings insane games and brings peace in our hearts for seeing how they happen. Okay, that's pretty bad. I apologize. But hey, you know, it works. As once again, Vanya, he will go for a hatch block here. Again, this is not the super committed one. He does have a hatchery on his side of the map, but what we're going to see, and actually this is really good for MaxPax. Now, Vanya is aware of the fact that there is a cannon rush that is going to be attempted. He sees the forge. So already has drones in position, but, well, Vanya, he doesn't have a spawning pool. Only just now going down because, well, he's gone for hatch block. And honestly, I don't even know if MaxPax cares about getting that natural down as well. First of all, this is this natural will not be allowed to complete, because we do have pilot cannons now on the way. So we should see Vanya should cancel this, but he's not going to. He says, no, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Now, the trick, though, is Vanya cannot go for the spine rush that you would normally see. Okay, now there we go. There's the wall, and now the probe gets out as well. So we have now 2 probes here, and looks like, yep, Vanya is just going to give up on trying to hold this natural. But he's not going to have, like, he's just not going to have his timings, right? Okay, now we have cannons already shooting away at that. Yeah, there's a zealot and a cannon. Yeah, this is going to be absolutely fine. This will be canceled. And maybe Vanya's going to try to go on into the main base, but the zealot's just going to chase this down. And it's going to be a 1-base Vanya. And yes, he's going to get a Roach Warren. I mean, this has been scouted. It's fine. But this is Gate Forge. It's not Forge Gate. This is not the all-in version. This is the version where, well, MaxPax, he can now just take a natural. And he has what he needs to defend. His opponent is going to be on 1 base. And we saw this before. Oh, sorry, it wasn't. MaxPax did this to Vanya, but when he did it 3 games in a row, he did it to Bly. So, oh no. Vanya's just not allowed to take a natural. Oh no. Looks like he's going to try for the 3rd base maybe, and Vanya is going to check this. So, he's not going to be able to get the cannon rush on this base because there are roaches out. He may very well try, though, and yeah, he sees the base. He says, no, dude, you don't get this. All right. Where are we going from here? A couple roaches on the way. It looks like we're just going to have a roach ravager attack, but Vanya already has his Stargate on the way. Now, I don't know why he's necessarily building the ravagers here as a... Oh, I don't know why MaxPax is building a pylon, actually. That's interesting. I guess Vanya just wants to break out of this and play a normal game because he knows he can't make the attack happen. But, yeah, okay, there we go. The Ravagers, they will be able to take care of this. Vanya does cancel that pylon. I don't know. Or MaxPax will cancel the pylon. I don't really know why he was building it anyways. Is this the... Okay, so apparently this is the parting build. I just know this is Gate Forge. I don't know this was something that Parting came up with. But I... as a Zerg player, this is the most tilt-inducing thing ever. It's Gate Forge. You can't cannon rushed. And unfortunately, this was the biggest big brain play of all time. And maybe not of all time. That still goes to SOS versus Hero, but he knows that Vanya likes to hatch block. Vanya has been doing it to MaxPax a lot. Well, if I'm going to get hatch blocked, a cannon rush is by far the best thing. Now we're sitting here. A natural has been kind of established, and the queens will go down there, but there's just no creep. Queens are going to take forever. Now the Oracle's going to find this before the queens get there. Oh no, you don't get so much from the natural, Vanya. Not at all. Oh no, not like this. All the workers are going to go down. The mineral line's going to, and 7 workers have died off of a successful cannon rush. This is just not feel good. Yeah, the Oracle could probably get more, but well, actually it does have enough energy for more. It's going to just target more down. 10 workers down. Vanya had 18 workers. He has a natural, sure, but it's at the 3rd base. He just doesn't have enough. And he's going to try to move across the map with a bunch of Ravagers, but there's a second Oracle here. Oracle's full on energy. And I just don't know what Vanya can do. I mean, he's staying in the game. He doesn't want to go to the loser's bracket, but... Oh, man, this does not feel good for the Russian Zerg player. But now Oracles, they're going to find once again. Yeah, just target down the Ravagers. So +1 on the way. Gateway, or the Twilight Council just finishing. So this is going to be just a +1 blink follow-up here, and I really don't hate it. When you are this far ahead, you can kind of just do whatever you want. And do pretty well. But now MaxPax going into a 3rd base. Just win ahead, get more ahead. He's going to have +1 at a really good timing. Chrono out on the unblink as well, so he's going to be able to move across the map with a ton of blink stalkers. There's just not a whole lot here. Vanya has been committing so hard to try to build up his economy that he really has not been allowed to build much else. But on the flip side, his economy's not there all that much either, because he's lost 12 drones. 12 drones in a game where he lost his natural to a Gate Forge cannon rush, which again is not that big of a commitment. But yeah, so this was Gate first, not Forge first. Yeah. Now, Parting has a much more all-in cannon rush that I'm aware of, like what he killed Sue with. This is the non-committal. This is something that Nina has been playing around with it for a bit. I think MaxPax does it a little bit better, but Nina was playing around this for a bit, where you drop like 1 pylon and you drop like 1 cannon, or you get very little, and then you just hope that your opponent cancels the natural. It wasn't working all that well, but MaxPax does a little bit more committed, and in doing so, he's still in a good spot. I mean, he gets his natural down pretty easily. He has everything he needs to defend. He goes into a Stargate, and in this game, he kills 16 workers. He kills 16 workers in a game that Vanya cannot afford to lose 16 workers. And now he has a 3rd base. He can chrono out probes on 3 hatcheries, or 3 Nexi. And Vanya just doesn't have any tech. I mean, Lair is done. Plus, we have an Evo Bay going down now, but I mean, how many gates do we have? 6 total gateways. Now the army of MaxPax is ascendant, doubling the army supply of Vanya. Not something to hear all that often. And now Blink is done. +1 is done. We see the reveal there. Stalkers honestly just Stalkers can just blink on top of everything for all they care. But they will blink backwards. They just will be defensive, as there is no Warp Prism for the moment. Looks like it's moving across the map now. But these Stalkers this is already too much for Vanya to handle here. And the Stalkers, they're gonna get on top of this natural. 3rd base, yeah, sure. And the Biles will be nice. We'll be able to land on some of the Stalkers here, but now we have the Warp Prism. It's done. All the Biles have been spent. Queens are going to get sectioned off, and Stalkers are going to blink right past everything. And Vanya, he's just running out of steam here in this game number 2. The Cannon Rush, it was nice. It was dandy. It did too much damage, and now the Stalkers are dominant on the map. 18 more workers do go down. And you know what? The army supplies are equal. So maybe there's an opportunity here, but no, this is Blink Stalkers versus Roaches, and there we have it, GG MaxPax. He's moving on to the qualifying round.